Also in there, although I think Hotarovic is probably the quicker man out of that lot, but to me this is going to come down to a big clash between Bouhanni and Brian Coquard.
I think you're absolutely right. They started off as favourites for the title here, joint favourites. Unless someone like Francesco Chicchi can kick the door and invite himself to the party, then it's going to be that way.
Well, Chicchi's found himself a nice little wheel there on the back of the direct energy train, so he's sitting on the wheel of Brian Coquard, and that's certainly not a bad place to sit right now.
Not bad at all. Coquard's wrestling, and indeed has to stay with Cofidis. Now, just heading to the 3K marker, the marina is rapidly approaching. Now, don't forget, there's a rather quick, especially at this sort of pace, right-hand turn. It's a 90-degreer. It's not overly focused, but nonetheless, there's a lot to play for here, and it's all breaking down, but they're reassembling themselves in good order. And here comes Jeffrey Soup. He's managed to guide Bouhanni to the perfect place at probably the perfect time. 3K to go. Well,
his whole team just came together there and brought Bouhanni up to the very front of the bunch. So they're looking good now. Although it's still 2.8 kilometers to go, they're taking some very long hard turns on the front. Bouhanni just bouncing around, just using his shoulders and helmet to move riders, to make sure that he stays with his teammates, and through these long sweeping turns, that's a very difficult thing to do.
It certainly is, but they're holding station. Great core strength being displayed by them. Ethics Quickstep also want to get in. Who is it for Ethics for you today?
I think that they're going to try and go for Max Riqueza, but they obviously got a backup there with Lampard and potentially even Kaiser.
So Riqueza is the man for you from them. I think Yves Lampert might be actually given his head today as a good choice when it comes to some of the climbs, some of the peaks that we're dealing with. Over they go, sailing by the marina. That's done and dusted. 2.2 remaining. Just after the 2K marker, there's a big left-hand turn, and then it really starts to snake. At the moment, it's Cofidis who are still in bossing mode, and if they stay like this, it's going to be their party alone, I'm afraid. Bouhanni is in a decent place, slightly divorced as we speak at the moment. He's just lost out, and in fact Soup is looking around. Hasn't even seen that he's not there at the moment. Big stretch out, and Ethics getting into the train here.
Well, Ethics are doing the perfect thing for Cofidis at the moment, to be honest with you, because they'd lost out. They had only 3 riders ahead of Bouhanni with 1.6 kilometers to go. That's virtually impossible for a team to do. So as soon as Ethics swings off here now, there's only 2 riders left to take Bouhanni for the final kilometer and a half, and that's a long way. So they're going to have to swing on to one of these teams that are coming up and challenging here now. So Rompot are coming up in the orange jersey, and
it's Wes. It's Wes they're going for today. They are indeed there. So are Wanty with Danny Napolitano looking good. They've got Bunier as well for Wanty, and here come Top Sport for the aforementioned Van Lerbacher Flamme Rouge right now. Big nasty roundabout to deal with. They sail around it, as you can see. Everyone's staying safe, but Bouhanni in the absolute perfect place just for the time being. Too much too soon by these guys. Jeffrey Soup takes it up right now. Final turn comes with 350 to go, and he's looking. He wants vision apart from anything else. He knows Bouhanni is there. Others joining the fun, and this is Fernandez for Delco Marseille. We haven't even considered them.
No, we haven't considered them, but they need to. I think Jeffrey Soup was trying to find some other riders to take the final bit here now. So he's drifted back. He's come a little bit too far back potentially, but it's still a long way to go. That final little round, about 500 meters to go here now, and direct energy coming to the front.
Yeah, Duque, I think it was, that just got out of shape there for Delco Marseille. Looked behind him and couldn't see who was where. It looks like Bouhanni will have to do this all on his own, and in fact he's not even there. Here we go. This is an absolute nightmare for them, and all of a sudden it's rearrange yourself. I think that's Soup at the front. So Bouhanni's lost out here big time. Oh, direct energy and Coquard hit the front. Nearest man to him is Ray Crader. Ray Crader second to Coquard, and that was an absolute mess by Cofidis and Nasser Bouhanni. He's had a long break, and to be honest, it was a breakdown in his lead-out train. It didn't work for them. I think it was Kenny de Haas that came over third place there for Wanty Group Gobert. We'll get confirmation on that, but the big question today